Welcome back, guys. I figured out something in between episodes. So there's that guy that can teach us to hit harder, and we didn't have an answer for him why he should do so. Well, we did talk to that guy in the bar that told us that at some point he wanted to hit Rice Lord. So if we go to him now, there is going to be option to tell him that we want to pick a fight with the Rice Lord. So let's do this.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. People always... Hang on, better not go rushing into anything.
I've been thinking the whole thing over.
And? Have you thought of anything better?
You're probably right.
Yes, I want to be able to take on the Rice Lord and his thugs.
Ah, you wouldn't be the first to try.
I will defeat the Rice Lord and his thugs, if you help me.
Good. I've sworn I'll never attack anyone again, but I never said I wouldn't teach anyone else to do it.
I'm all ears.
If you want to hit powerfully, you need to know the right tactics. That's the first thing you learn as a smith. Learn to push your whole arm through, from the shoulder down to the wrist. The better you get at that, the more powerful the blow. You'll get the hang of it pretty quick.
Thanks for your help.
Use your knowledge for a just cause, and for nothing else.
Thanks for your...
Use your knowledge...
Lefty said...
Thanks, man.
I'm not listening to all that anymore.
Okay, so we don't have to deliver water anymore. We did fight the Rice Lord already and his thugs, so we can be on our way. I didn't remember what the deal was. I thought that some peasants told us also about Rice Lord, and I know that there was something that we should speak to some other NPC, then that guy will teach us to hit harder. Now look at this, we have 27 strength. We did drop 5 strength points, which was a bit unnecessary, I think, but yeah. And we also have 23 dexterity. Oh yeah, we're pretty good. We got 2 permanent strength potions. There is a deal in Gothic 2, I think, not here. If I'm not mistaken, if I am, I'm going to be really unhappy. But the deal is, the more strength points you put in, or dexterity points, the more they're going to require skill points. So after 30, they will require 2 skill points for 1 strength, or something like that. I think that's not in Gothic 1, but we'll see. So this is one of the magicians. He's around. Let's first see this. Look at all the ore that they have. So yeah. So he's around the ore, looking at things.
Greetings, magician.
May the blessing of Adanos be with you. I can help you to increase your magic powers or give you some useful items. What can I do for you?
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
We are the magicians of the Circle of Water. The magicians of the Circle of Fire live in the old camp.
But I can't get into the castle. Could you help me?
Well, occasionally we send messengers to our brothers in the old camp. But we only entrust these messages to Lara's men. He's been seeing to it for many years now that our messengers arrive safely.
You want to destroy the barrier. How exactly do you plan to do that?
We need major amounts of magic ore. We'll release the entire magic power in a great magic rite to blow up the barrier. Of course, such a big amount of ore attracts a lot of rogues and crooks. That's why we need a man to defend our plan.
I'd like to join you.
If you want to join us, you should see Lee or Laris.
I'd like to become a magician.
We cannot afford to spread our knowledge among our enemies. We will not even consider instructing you unless you prove your loyalty to us.
I need more magic power.
I can help you to increase your power. Use it wisely.
Okay, so we can spend skill points to increase our mana, and that way we can cast more spells, or some spells require way too much mana, so we cannot even cast them until we have enough mana. I think that's maybe a deal, but we'll see that later on, and we'll definitely do some magic once we join a faction. Before that, we kinda cannot do it, because they won't teach us.
I want to acquire magic writings.
Okay, let's see what he has. Or we can, why not? We could get all the books and stuff. Ring of... Oh, we'll definitely get that. We have that. Dexterity, we already have 2 dexterity rings, we cannot use the third one. And we'll get the scrolls, and you'll see why later on. So I will get all the scrolls. Ice block, this is really good spell.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
And these runes, we have to join the magicians to be able to use them. So this one is circle 1, circle 3. So we have to join them. And these things are permanent. Basically, we can cast all of them as much as we want. So yeah. And we'll get rid of some of the things. So this is protection against magic, protection against weapons. We have duplicates here, so I will get rid of these things. And we also have, like, our amulet that's equipped is way better than these two, I think. Fire. So these are 3, this is 5, so we'll get rid of these 2 rings. So I really doubt that we'll use the other one either. Again, arrows, duplicates. Okay, that's almost there. Let's give him something else. Well, that's pretty good. Let's hit enter. Did he have some ore? I don't think so. Nope. Now we could use that 2-handed sword because we can equip that 5 strength ring. We could even have... How much do we have? We don't have any strength rings equipped, so if we found one more strength ring, we could add 10 more, so 37 strength. And equip something else, so we'll see about that later on. Let's speak to this guy. What am I doing?
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, though.
That was weird.
You're from the sect camp, aren't you?
We call it the Brotherhood. I'm Baal Kagan. The sleep will be with you.
What are you doing here?
Originally, I was sent here to convince people to join our Brotherhood, but these barbarians are not interested in spiritual enlightenment. Therefore, I'm restricted to selling swamp weed. And that is a popular occupation here. Too popular. I can hardly deliver as much as they want to have.
Why don't they send an extra man here?
Baal Isidro was meant to help me, but he just spends all day in the bar on the lake and trades his weed for rice schnapps. He's addicted to the spirit. I fear I cannot expect any help from him.
I could help you sell your weed to the people.
I can only entrust such a large amount of weed to members of the Brotherhood. But you could help me give out gifts. Not everybody has tasted my goods yet. As soon as they've tried the weed, they'll want more, which means I can sell more.
I thought you could hardly manage to do your tasks now.
Baal Isidro will be taken care of soon. I've already sent a message to Korakalam.
What's in it for me if I hand out the weed for you?
I can reward you in many different ways. You can get magic spell scrolls from me, bearing the powerful magic of the sleeper. Or I can help you join our community if that's what you want. I have very good contacts to Kor Kalam and Baal Tyon. Both are very close to E. Baryon, our master. I can pay you with plain ore as well if you prefer. 100 nuggets should be enough for your efforts.
Okay, give me the weed. Who do you want me to give it to?
You're sure to find someone who'll take it. Talk to people, but only give one stalk to each person. One more thing. If you let somebody take the weed from you or if you smoke it yourself, our deal ceases to exist.
Sure. Show me your goods.
As you wish.
Okay, I will be adding numbers because I didn't purge my save games after this episode. Hopefully nothing will get weird.
What goes on here?
You've not been here long, have you? The mages have been preparing for the blasting of the ore mound for years. They say it won't be long now. At least it looks that way, considering the huge mound that the scrapers have assembled so far.
What can you tell me about this camp?
It's a kind of community for community's sake, if you know what I mean. We all do as we please, but there are so many of us that Gomez can't wipe us out that easily. Although that's probably what he dreams of at night.
What do you have to do with Gomez?
We steal from him.
Who's your leader?
Lairs is the head of the gang. Most folks accept him. But he don't tell us what to do.
What do I have to do to join the camp?
You can join our gang, but first you have to prove you're against Gomez.
How do I do that?
If I were you, I'd get something important from the old camp, or the old mine, and take it to Lairs.
Okay, that was the list that we could have stolen, but that would have messed up our... Well, we could have still joined maybe the old camp if we did so, but we would have to do other things to... Well, we did all the things, but yeah. There are other things that we can do here to join the new camps, so we'll see to it that we can join all the camps before we decide to join one of them.
Do you want some swamp weed?
I'll give you 10 ore for it. Here. Anytime you need to get rid of some more, just stop by.
Where can I find Lairs?
Right at the back on the left-hand side of the big cave. You can't miss it. As soon as his guys stop you, you'll know you've found him.
Do you want some swamp weed?
I'll give you 10 ore for it. Here. Anytime you need to get...
Now where are you going?
Where can I go?
To Lairs.
I want to see Lairs.
I doubt he'll talk to you.
Just you leave that to me.
I won't stop you.
What are you guarding?
We make sure none of Lee's or Gomez's people come too close to Lairs.
Mordrag sent me.
Mordrag hasn't been seen here for some time. He's probably changed over to the old camp.
I came here with him.
Mordrag's back? If you meet him, tell him Lairs wants to see him.
Mordrag gave me something for Lairs.
What is it?
A ring.
Certainly a precious piece. Okay, you can see him.
I want to join your gang.
Oh, yeah? What have you got to show for yourself, then?
Mordrag sent me. He gave me a ring for you.
A precious piece. It's part of normal procedure here to share your booty with your gang leader. But the fact that he gave you the ring proves that he must think a lot of you. I want you to go to him and tell him something from me. Tell him I want somebody in the sect camp. The Brotherhood is planning something big. I want to know exactly what's going on there.
Well, we just lost dexterity to use our bow, which sucks. I don't know if we can grab some other ring, but at some point we had to give him the ring. And that dialogue was a bit weird, like he wasn't speaking, our character was doing the talking. I don't know what's going on there.
Is that enough for me to join you?
Mordrag has spoken up for you, but you're not ready yet. Do your tasks.
What else can I do?
Baal Isidro from the sect camp has weed worth at least 400 ore on him. I want you to get it from him. I don't care how you do it. If you have the weed, sell it. Bring me the 400 ore. Then we'll talk again to see if you'll be admitted to the gang.
Where can I learn something?
With me, I can help you to improve your dexterity and strength.
I want to better myself.
Okay, I will add 2 dexterity so we can use the bow. I wonder. Let's save the game.
Get your...
It's like super weird that they are not getting mad for us messing with their chest, but they get mad for us taking the stuff off the table. Interesting. Okay, so let's deliver that weed that we got.
Hey, how's it going?
Do you want to buy something?
I need a few things.
Okay, now it's probably a good time because I forgot totally about it. I didn't, well, I known before, but on this playthrough I forgot how to transfer more stuff at a time. So if you press shift and then use A and D, you will transfer 100 items at a time. So bam, bam, and there we go. I could also get that. Let's see what else he has. Club. That's nothing interesting. Let's give him some weapon. I think... yeah. This is way too much for this stuff. Nah, let's see. If I give him this, I will have to get more stuff from him. Well, let's get some rice schnapps and this stuff, though we don't really need it, but it's something.
There must be something about that story after all.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
I will clear the chests and stuff a bit later on.
Maybe.
Some people never learn.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
He goes up. I'll have a stalk for 10 ore. Come back anytime.
Hang on, better.
You look like you could...
He goes up.
Some people never learn.
Same old story every time.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
You look like...
He goes.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
I have some
Sure.
I'm listening to all the flattery.
Maybe.
You don't look very agile. I could help you.
You have to watch what
I can show you how to control your body. It's the art of acrobatics.
I wouldn't like to be in these shoes, though.
I can't teach you.
Oh man, I wish I didn't spend those points there at Lares. Let's see how much we have. Acrobatics is really cool. We should learn it definitely before we join a faction. Well, we'll level up soon, so yeah, we'll get back to this guy later on.
Hang on.
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want some?
Sure. Here's 10. Come by.
You look like you...
He goes,
I think we gave him already, yep.
Where can I get a bow here?
You've come to the right address for that. I offer good value for good ore.
Who are you?
I'm Wolf. I make armor.
I'd like to learn how to handle a bow.
I can teach you, but I can't do it as a favor. After all, I have to eat as well.
How much?
Anything I teach you will cost you 50 ore. I don't haggle.
I'm looking for better armor.
I can't sell you anything. Lairs would kill me if I sold armor to strangers.
Do you trade in anything else?
I buy furs and skins from the hunters. If you get something like that, I'll buy it.
Oh man, he has so many arrows. So Shift D, transfer that. It's not a great bow. Let's take this. Bloodflies, I think we have that, maybe. We'll take his ore. And we'll give him one sword. I guess we won't be taking bolts. That's almost okay.
How do I get furs and skins?
On the way to the new camp, you'll come across Aiden. He can teach you how to skin animals. Radford and Drax are hanging around in the north of the old camp. It's on the way to the trading square.
You look like you could do... You look like you could do with some... Everything okay with the dam?
It's strong as a fortress. Nothing can knock it down.
I have some swamp...
Sure. Here, come by again.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Do you want some swamp?
I'll give Annie.
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
You look like...
he goes,
It's not really my problem.
Hi, who are you?
it's none of your business. I don't like your mug.
Same old story every time.
As long as I'm not...
Shh. Hey, you.
Who? Me?
Exactly. Come over here.
What do you want?
You've just arrived, haven't you? I noticed it straight away. There are a lot of things you need to know. I can teach you a few things. Besides, you have to watch who you talk to. Butch, for example. That's the guy over there, next to the campfire. Be aware of him.
What's the matter with Butch?
He has the mean habit of beating up the new ones. So you better avoid meeting him.
What can you teach me?
It depends. What do you want to know?
I have some swamp.
Sure. Come by.
Wouldn't mind.
I don't know if we delivered enough, but let's go all around, see if we gave everyone a swamp weed.
How are things?
Get lost! Hey, a new face!
Who are you?
I am Gorn, mercenary of the magicians.
What do you have to do as a mercenary of the magicians?
Lee has made a deal with the magicians. He hires the best fighters to be found in the colony, which means us. We take care that the scrapers can mine the ore without being bothered and keep trouble away from the magicians. The magicians make sure we'll get out of here, and we get a small share of the ore as our pay.
Can I stay somewhere here without having to kick somebody out of his hut?
I don't think so. But if that's really what you want to do, go and see Shrike. He's taken the hut right at the front, at the entrance to the cave. It was empty, but it really belonged to us.
Us?
Well, us mercenaries. Mercenaries and rogues live separately here. And none of Laris's gang should be here, on this side of the big hole. It doesn't make much difference, really, but he didn't ask. And you can't let those rogues get away with everything, because then they get real cocky.
What do I have to do to join the new camp?
Before Lee admits you, you'll have to improve your fighting skills. It doesn't matter what weapon you use, but you have to be good. Besides, you should be very experienced with the life here and everything. If you don't want to go to the other camps, you should try to join the rogues before you start as a mercenary. See you later.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
See you later.
Some people would never learn. You're very probably right. I'm not
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want?
Why not? I'll go and ask some of the other guys. They're bound to want some too.
That wasn't very clever. To be in his shoes.
Do you want some swamp weed?
Sure I do. Here's 10. If you get your hands on any more, you know...
But keep it to yourself. People don't need that won't happen again.
I want to become a mercenary for the mages.
That's not so hard. If you're prepared to fight for our cause, Lee's bound to take you on. But he only takes people who are good with a sword. Well, are you?
Well,
I thought so. If you're really serious, talk to Gorn. He's trained newcomers before. Maybe you'll be lucky, and he'll take the time to train you.
Probably right. That's really not my problem.
you okay?
All's quiet for now.
For now?
If the rogues keep on attacking Gomez's convoys, it won't be long before him and his army come knocking down the gates. And that's not gonna be much fun.
Is there any trouble in this camp?
Man, there's always trouble. The rogues do as they please, and we mercenaries have to shield the mages and defend the camp.
Let's talk about something.
Who calls the shots around here?
We do as the mages say, but usually they don't say nothing. They just hang out by the ore mound and bury their noses in their books. Basically, Lee's in charge. He's our boss.
You're very probably right. I better keep out.
I think we need to join this camp for Goran to be able to train us. He will
See you later.
do that later on. once we join, and we will join this camp at some point. We'll do all the camps, so let's deliver our more swampweed.
I have.
Why about something else instead?
Yeah, some people never.
Do you,
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
do you, Who are you?
I'm Torloff. I was involved in a mutiny as mate of a royal warship. It wasn't such a good idea. The greater part of the crew was on the captain's side. That's how I came to be here.
I'd like to join you.
Lee won't take you on until you get real good. I'm telling you now. And until then, you'd better stay on good terms with Laris and his crowd. You want some advice, boy? Steal something important from the old camp. Or the old mine. As soon as the boys notice that you're against Gomez, you won't have any more trouble here.
And how do I do that?
You need to win their trust, and then you can rip them off. I'm not listening.
Some people never learn.
I have some swampweed here. Do you want any?
Why not? I'll go and ask some of the other.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though, because
That's really not my problem.
if you think.
Do you need enough?
We won't have anyone join the mercenaries unless if you want to stay in the camp.
Issues, though.
Don't need to know. If you think.
Do you know where you're...
Where?
You're heading straight for Lee, our leader. Let's talk about something else.
What do I need to do to make you let me see Lee?
Nothing. This isn't the old camp, and Lee isn't Gomez. He doesn't need an army of henchmen to hide behind. He can defend himself. We are only here in case he needs us. But keep it to yourself.
You're very probably right.
Okay, so we can go in, but we'll do that in the next episode, guys. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one.